45.
Hey, check it out. This is Eminem, and the streets is watching.
GANGSTA GRILLZ.
We know trauma in the homie
The
wait is finally over. The affiliates have taken over the wheel. Right here on The Streets is Watching on Shade 45.
You already know what it is, man. It's B.I.G. Sean, finally famous in the building, man. You already know what I'm on, man. Drumming like the DJ.com, boy. Act like you know something, you little bitch.
Yep. As promised, man, I got the homie in the house. What up, though?
What's up, player? What up, though?
Sean.
Detroit. Yeah, what's up, man?
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? I'm out here keeping it player, keeping it G like you, man.
Is that new things around your neck?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, you know, it's the lion chain. It's
Okay.
the finally famous lion.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's my Detroit Tiger on my finger.
I seen that one. That's
Yeah.
pretty fly.
It's just, you know, this is a good music chain, a Jesus piece.
Mm-hmm. How often do you buy something new or swap out?
Nice work. Man, you know, I kind of stack my money. I ain't into buying too much. I
Okay.
just get like my nice pieces. You know what I'm saying? When I go in and make sure they the best quality, you know, solid gold. You know, just everything.
How many pieces in your collection, though?
I probably got, I have about 4 rings, like nice ass, you know, big dumb ass rings. I got a lot of bracelets, you know what I'm saying? Rollies. As far as chains, I probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7 chains.
You ever slick Rick ghost faced it out and just threw everything on at once?
Hell yeah, what you know about that? All day. I was over in Paris, man. I had like 8 chains on.
Crazy. In the club and everything?
Yeah.
They can do that. You ain't got to worry too much out there.
I was actually at the fashion show we did. Well, Ye did, and I performed there. You know, he had everybody out there.
How was that?
It was crazy.
Wasn't that like just recently?
Yeah, I just flew in from Paris last night.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was in the studio till like 6 a.m. So it's like, but yeah, we was over there going hard, man. It was Puff over there, Cassie. You know,
I saw Waka's name. Was Waka was over there?
Yeah, Waka performed at the fashion show too.
Crazy.
Me, Waka, Iggy Azalea, right? She performed there.
Shout out to Iggy Azalea. She was just out here doing the show with me.
Yeah, she hard, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's great that Kanye's doing that, man. That he like got us in that. You know, over in Paris, he got them fools looking at us. You know, from Fashion Week, they looking like, what the hell is this?
Last time I was actually in Paris, I don't think you were there, but I was listening to a radio interview while you were there. So, you know,
yeah, hell yeah.
They were asking you some funny questions. I'm probably not going to repeat those.
Yeah, they was asking me. I don't even know what they were saying, man. We had to have a translator. They could have been saying anything. I don't know what the fuck they were saying.
Speaking of Iggy Azalea, you know, the new XXL freshman cover just came out. And, you know, it was something that was, you know, part of your career. You did it, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, thankfully...
Some people prosper, some people don't.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Like, when you did it, were you ever nervous about it being maybe the gift and the curse? Or?
Man, fuck no. You just got to take every look that you get and run with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. That's what Wiz did. That's what J. Cole did. You know, that's what...
Y'all were on it together, too, right? And it's kind of interesting because... I guess from when your cover came out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it took a little longer for you to really quote unquote pop, even though you had your fan base from, you know, maybe when Wiz did from that cover.
Yeah, no, definitely. It definitely took a while, but I had to prove myself. I still got to prove myself, man. It's all about just progression and continuously getting better, you know what I'm saying? But you got to use that look to your advantage. It can be a gift and a curse, but I feel like the more eyes, the better, you know what I'm saying? So it was perfect look. You know, the new class, I think everybody on there deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Any standouts in your opinion?
French Montana.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? MGK.
What about French's
Danny
Bear?
Brown.
Because I think his Bear might just need its own.
No, that's hard. I'm all about the furs and shit too. I be rocking like heavy furs, man. So I respected that. Who else on there?
MGK.
Yeah, I said
Iggy's
MGK.
on there.
Iggy, Roscoe.
Roscoe's on
Of course,
there.
Roscoe's somebody I believe in, man. He cold as hell.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, just
genius
talented.
when it comes to them hooks. Incredible. What was I about to ask you? Oh, speaking of that, also the MTV Hottest MCs list.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I made it on there, man.
Does it matter? Like, if you wouldn't have made it, would you have cared?
I would have cared, but I wouldn't have mattered that much. it's just tight to be, you know, for people to recognize your grind, for them to see it. Because sometimes from the inside looking out, you can't see your progression like that as much as people can from the outside looking in always. You know, the only thing I was like concerned about that list was that I feel like next time they do it, they should get people from all over the country. Like, I kind of feel like it was a very opinionated list. They ain't like take no polls or nothing. And not only that, I think they were all basically from like the East Coast more so, New York, Philly, or, you know, around there. And it's like they ain't really go to the West Coast. They ain't down south. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it was well rounded. You know what I'm saying?
You know, one thing I noticed,
for such a great year that J. Cole had, I thought he should have been.
I definitely think he should have been on it. One thing I noticed too, as for the other years, it just seemed like it was a lot. You know, there was a lot more competition and just a lot more artistry and MCs, because, you know, in the previous years, you know, the OGs were pretty much taking, you know, most of the list.
Yeah.
And this year for sure, you know, it was a whole new class of artists, including yourself, that was like, you know, we here.
And that's tight as hell, man.
We popping.
Yeah, we popping. And that's why I can't wait to take to new heights. Like, I remember being in motherfucking, like, doing shows with J. Cole, and there was like 50 people in the crowd. I remember doing shows with Wale, following Wale on my first tour, like, us performing for 100 people, now motherfuckers not knowing who he was. I remember performing with Wiz and people walking out on the show. I remember when it was, like, crazy. So to see at the forefront, to see all my niggas, and we, like, doing it. I remember riding through Detroit with Tiger in my broke-ass car, like, with my windshield wipers stuck up, like, I remember this. So to see everybody doing good, that shit is the shit, man. And it's like, it's tight that we taking it to new heights. And, you know, I definitely think we about to, there's a new generation of hip-hop. I remember, like, even Mike Brinks, you know, my manager Mike Brinkley. Yeah, he was just talking about, because, you know, he managed Nas. And he was just like, it feels like when, you know, Nas and Biggie and Jay and all them fools was coming, it feels like that again.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And it's tight that we, like, all cool as hell with each other. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much beef and shit like that.
And speaking of that too, you know, you talked about Wiz. Shout to the homie, congratulations. You know, he popped that question to Amber Rose, and that is now his.
Shout out to my nigga, man.
His fiance.
Yeah.
Does it ever get awkward though, being that, you know, Kanye is your man and Wiz is your man, and, you know, kind of, you know, the Amber situation?
Nah, hell no. I just feel like that's the petty shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more important shit is getting to the business, getting to the money. Like, me and him was friends. Of course, Kanye is one of my best friends, one of my mentors, older bros. And it's like, shit, she was to me, our relationship, me and her, she's a cool person or whatever, but, you know, to them, I only knew her through them. So it don't really make no difference to me. Big
Sean is here. Good music album.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga though, man. That's congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to Wiz on that. Congratulations. Yeah. He definitely has a beautiful woman. Anybody say anything different, they're just mad they don't got her. Now I've seen some tweets. I've heard some information. You guys were overseas in London working. Good music album. You know, right. I seen Marsha was over there, Frank Ocean was over there. Yeah. It sounds incredible just from what y'all already doing, man.
Yeah, that shit banging, man. I was over there going in on that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, hell yeah, I went in on them verses. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good ideas out. Manny Fresh was over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in good music. I don't know what's the deal on it though. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know nothing. I just know I'm on that bitch going in. And I'm excited about it. We was in London recording it right next to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so like, we was like right next to the royal family, and then it was the royal family staying in the hotel we was recording in, because we made the top floor like a recording studio, like the whole different rooms, just all studios. So we was banging that bitch, you know, loud as hell, and they like calling, complaining about this rap music is like too loud. Weed, we smell weed. It's marijuana. It's like shit was just like, you know, they ain't used to that. And
it created quite the environment to be creative, though.
Yeah, it did, man. That was one of the most inspirational times I've ever had.
What was it like working with Frank Ocean?
Cool. Frank Ocean's my dog. We had sessions for my album too.
Okay.
You know, my first album, but we ain't never like used any of the stuff for my album. But no, that's the nigga right there. He's a good dude. Somebody who's very artistic. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, another interesting thing and something you're a part of too is, you know, crews are strong again. You know, I mean, if you look at the list, even the hottest MCs list, you know, about seven names out of that list were part of 3 crews.
Definitely.
Good music. MMG and Young Money.
Hell yeah.
How does that set the bar for, you know, when you guys all come together to do music, when it's, you know?
Man, I be letting, you know, it's just, we always, it's cool because it ain't no beef. Like, we all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, Wale, with one of my best friends, Meek Mills is my dog, Ross is my homie, you know what I'm saying? Same with Wayne. I just did some stuff with Wayne, you know, Nicki's my homie, Tyga, Drake, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't, it's tight as hell that we all cool, but you already know who the motherfucking best team is, man. You know, it's good music and shit. So we working hard, and you know we gonna prove it. We ain't ever put an album out together. So.
No, that's definitely gonna be crazy. And what should we be expecting that?
Have no clue.
Okay.
I can't even
That's
get
a Kanye question.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
I see you got the Finally Famous on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see that?
Is that
you know what I'm saying?
just for you, or are we working on
That's
something?
just for me now. We working on something. You know, I got these Adidas coming out. We about to shoot the commercial for them.
Yeah, check.
At the end of this month. You know, yeah. Shout out to the Adidas. Yeah. And these are gonna be in stores. You know, they're gonna be limited edition, but they're definitely gonna be in stores around here.
Okay. They're real Detroit player.
Yeah, definitely a Detroit player. You know what I'm saying? My shit is a little beat up because I be rocking them, but. You know, we definitely got these. We got all black ones. We got different colors and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming. This is definitely something coming in stores too. A line. I'm gonna drop the name of it. It's not called Finally Famous. It's just like Finally Famous collection under it. But we're gonna drop the name of it soon.
Okay, so you got the name. You're just not ready to premiere it yet.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff in the works, man.
Okay. And speaking of in the works, I've heard some rumors about some possible mixtapes that might, you know, be in the streets. I don't know much, but
yeah, I was sitting with a couple of my dogs who we came up together, and another one who we ain't come up together, but it's just my nigga. And like,
anybody we might know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So you know, definitely from different crews, and we was like, yo,
from different crews. Okay, he's dropping hits, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but we was just sitting talking, like, man, how can we? The mixtape game, because I was like, yo, I wanted to drop a new mixtape. I was kicking it with no ID.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I don't drop a new mixtape, because he's like, nigga, like, you graduated to albums. You need to just drop a new album right now for the summer. But it was like, nigga, I need to drop something for my core fan base, the motherfuckers who was riding with me before all these other songs, before shit that was on the radio. Like, you know, kick that real shit that the label won't put on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Shout out to my man DJ Spins.
Shout out to my nigga Spins.
Come here, Spins. Are you we got DJ Spins in the building.
Yeah.
One of the youngest in charge.
What's up, fool?
Big homie.
What's the word? You just got back from Miami, huh?
Just off the plane, man.
I feel you, man.
Fresh off.
I know how it is. We just came from Paris last night, man. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you.
Right to the studio.
Who else? Waka was out there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Waka, yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Boy, Waka was like, I know y'all all about fashion. We about to turn up in this. We about to get ratchet up in here. They was looking like, what?
Kanye was doing when he did that.
Mos Def was his hype man.
Mos Def was who? Waka's?
Yeah, and
who
Common.
has the footage?
I gotta see
Mos
that.
Def was Waka's hype man.
And Common, yeah.
And Common.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, straight
That's
up.
a sight to see.
Yeah,
you perform too?
Yeah, I performed.
Okay.
Me, Waka, Iggy Azalea was the only performers there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
hard.
Yeah, you selected that?
Hell yeah.
That's dope as fuck. I'm
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Spence. Were you happy or satisfied with your last album? You know, from what it did and.
Oh yeah, I think it did what it was supposed to do. I think it got me. I feel like my just like awareness has quadrupled. You know what I'm saying? It just shows the numbers. I remember even when I put my, you know, of course, Ass like going double platinum now, and it's like I remember when I put my album out, I had like 400 and some thousand followers on Twitter. Now I got like 2 million just to show the progression. And everything is growing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know Ass was gonna be that big when you did it?
No, I almost didn't put Ass on my album. I was like, man, I don't fucking with this.
Why?
I don't know. I just like, you know, sometimes when you just do songs, you just be like, man, I don't need this, man. This is like too silly as shit, you know. But then I remember playing it for Mike Brinks, and he was like, man, you'd be crazy if you ain't put that on your album. He told me too. And then, you know, a couple million singles later.
Right?
It's like crazy, you know.
You know,
cracked
nice little superstar
cracked
on
the
your
top
remix.
10 on a Hot 100. You know what I'm saying? It was great, man. It's a great way to go into the next album. You know, we're about to drop the next singles, the next song. So I'm excited.
What can we expect from the single?
Next one? Something great.
Okay.
But you know, for the next single and the next albums, like I said, I remember telling this story where I know we gotta go. I gotta go on stage in a minute. But I remember just being in Colorado and this kid being outside my tour bus. You know, Colorado's snowing all day. This kid was out there all day. I had a sold out show, and he was out there waiting. And Brinks was like, yo, you got to meet this kid. Brought him on the bus. Was like, yo, you my hero, this and this. I'm like, all right, cool. Gave him tickets to the show. He got in the show. Afterwards, we take him backstage, and he's crying, man. He crying on my shoulder. He's like a 13-year-old kid. He was like, man, you my hero, dog. I just want to make a better life just like how you did for your mom, man. I'll do anything you tell me, dog. Like, and he showed me pictures of his birthday cake, and he had Big Sean birthday cake, Big Sean decorations at his party. And that's when I was like, man, when you got the mic and you got a crowd, you got to make sure you say something too, or else your moment in time will be forgotten.
That's real.
So, you know, this one, I feel like Ass or songs like that was songs that progress the club, but this one I got songs that progress the club and progress like people's minds and progress like young people thinking and inspirational and dreaming and just like everything. So I can't wait. Like I remember just playing it for everybody. No ID, you know, people at Good Music, the label, J. Cole, just playing it for random people, and they was like everybody was blown away.
What's the name of it?
Don't know.
Okay.
Gotta come up with it this
Name
week.
of the album?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't got no names. I just been working. Yeah.
Big Sean, always, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we got some more music coming too, man.
Yeah, Big Sean is definitely on that quality street music.
You know what I'm saying? And I gotta make sure I do a GANGSTA GRILLZ, man, before it's all said and done.
You know, I mean, I wasn't gonna ask. I was gonna wait till you was ready.
Yeah.
You know? Like y'all generation, y'all don't like using DJs, so I let y'all live. I let y'all live. It's cool.
Yeah.
I respect the movement.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you, man.
When you ready, I'm ready.
I did one DJ.
Yeah, shout to Cannon.
And that, yeah,
shout to Cannon.
I gotta do a GANGSTA GRILLZ though, man. A classic.
After y'all do this, project,
yeah,
and y'all change the game, we're gonna come back and do ours.
Yeah, you already know.
My man.
Yes, sir.
I do it,
boy.